Hi, I'm Jing, Special Counsel here at Lakey Family Law. Often when a couple is separating and starting to think about who will get what, the focus can be on shared assets like the house, cars, and investments. While these will all factor into an eventual property settlement, it's also important to consider any debts, shared or personal, that will need to be paid. You see, the family law system in Australia uses the concept of the property pool as the starting point for determining who gets what. The property pool is calculated by adding the value of all your assets and subtracting the value of all your debts. The assets include anything of value that is owned jointly or personally by both parties. So it includes things like the family home, investment properties, savings, superannuation, investment portfolios, businesses, shareholdings, and even personal items like jewellery, artwork, and collectibles. Like assets, the debts that are considered in the property pool will typically include those held both jointly and individually, which means they often include things like mortgages, credit cards, and personal and car loans. Debts acquired post-separation to cover living expenses or share costs such as servicing debts or school fees may also be included in the property pool. Along with tax debts, money owing to other creditors, and even debts acquired without the other party's knowledge. There are also circumstances where HEX debts can be included in the asset pool. This reality often comes as a surprise to most people who understandably may have assumed that personal debts, and in particular tax or HEX debts, will remain in the responsibility of that person. While technically that person is legally responsible for the repayment of the debt to the creditor, when it comes to family law matters and the division of property, the family law system works off the assumption that any debts accumulated over the course of the relationship benefited both parties. So, for example, if one party has a tax debt, it will be assumed that both parties benefited from the money that wasn't paid in tax, unless, of course, you can prove otherwise. For a debt not to be included in the property pool, you need to be able to prove that the money, goods, services, or assets acquired did not benefit both people, or that the spending was reckless, wasteful, or excessive. If a debt or debts were incurred to fund reckless behaviours like gambling or drug abuse, or for extravagant purchases or lavish personal holidays, we need to be able to produce evidence to prove it. This can include things like bank and credit card statements, receipts, app transaction reports, and even witness testimony or affidavits. If you're navigating the separation or need help understanding what may or may not be included in the property pool and how it may be split, we are here to help. We have extensive experience in all aspects of divorce, property settlements, and parenting matters and can assist. Contact us for initial obligation-free chat.